Sisters, welcome to Call for Wisdom. I want to encourage you all to stop planning the divorce before you even get married. Stop it. We're going to go straight into the short little it's actually TikTok content creator who is giving us the opposite review. But I'm telling you, stop planning to divorce a man. Matter of fact, you're not going to get a man if you keep on planning to divorce the man. But here we go. I'm going to share it with you, and she's going to tell you opposite of that. Go.
Woman is pray for my cheating husband to stop his infidelity and come back to being the husband I once knew. If the
Mm.
husband I once knew or the husband I thought I knew has disappeared, then I will divorce the husband I know now. I don't have that suffering mentality that Christian women have to save my marriage, to keep my home. No, 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 no. In fact, I would destroy everything. You'll be hearing from my lawyers. It's not in my place to wait for you to finish disgracing me, then accept you back to show you my love and my strength. Oh, dear future husband, if you try me, you will hear from my lawyers. I will
Yeah.
never
Mm.
struggle in prayer just to get you back to me.
Mm.
And I think many other Christian women too should have this mentality. If a man cheats on me, you cheat on me, your wife, and you think I'll go on my knees saying, God, please restore my home. I'm taking the kids and I'm getting the heck out of your house. Since you have decided to go out first, I'll follow you, don't worry.
Oh my goodness. And she's also planning kidnapping. It's not just planning to divorce him and to commit adultery herself by doing so, because you have no biblical right to divorce your husband like that, my sisters. That's not right. And on top of that, did you hear what she said? She's going to take the kids too. Now, this is a woman who doesn't even have kids or a husband to talk about, to complain about. She's just saying it out of her mouth. Like, we have been guilty of saying these things too and condemning ourselves before we even get what we're saying, right? So stop planning your divorce before you even get married, my sisters. And you're not going to get married if a man hears you say this. If he hears you say, and this is even like unsaved men, like even an unsaved man, even an ungodly man, if he hears you say, the day you cheat, I'm out of here. The day you cheat, I'm going to take the kids, half of your assets and their business that I met you with, and I'm going to go. Gee, he's going to be like, oh, yeah, that's so hot. Yeah, I'll ask you to marry me. Not. Like, no man is going to do that. It doesn't matter if he's Christian, godly, Buddhist, Hindu, whatever. No. If that comes out of your mouth, this is what's in your heart. And already you're planning your escape before you even got into the gate. Now, think of it this way: you're hot, right? You're nice, you're young. This lady's not so bad looking. She's okay. She can find a husband. Not with that attitude, but she calmed down a little bit and got some some kind of changes done. But let's say she says this nonsense. She says this, what she just said. What kind of shepherd? Let's say she's a sheep. She looks a little nicey, bushy, bushy, bushy. What kind of shepherd is going to meet a nice stray sheep out there? She's single. Nobody's looking around. Is anybody else own that sheep? No, no, nobody else owns that sheep. And he's a handsome shepherd. Like, he's capable. He hasn't got any sheep yet. So he comes over to the beautiful woman over there, and who is a sheep in my analogy, and he goes and he wants to pet her, but he won't do that because he has to ask permission first from her father. But she can't even find a father to ask permission. You can't find anybody because she's like stray. She's like on the road. There's nobody looking after her. So fine, he decides to take her home. But on the way home, he hears her say this nonsense. Well, shepherd, the day you take another sheep into this flock, if I am not the only one, I'm going to take all the little sheep that I bear for you, and I'm going to go packing. Me and my little things are going to go on our own, and we're going to leave you, and we're going to wander off into the wild again. hmm So what is the shepherd supposed to do? Would he continue walking her into his fold? knowing that she has given him a ultimatum before he even got to the gate. He probably will feel relieved that he knows he has a real wild one on his, like, this one does not deserve to be put into a fold because she's planning to escape already. I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of barricades he makes, she's planning to escape already. She doesn't want to be in a fold, right? And no shepherd who can afford it can put up for very long with one sheep. Eventually, if he has the means, the desire, it's on his heart, it's a mission. He feels sorry for the other lost sheep out there. He has the capacity in his space to take in more. He's going to take in more sheep into his flock. That's what good shepherds have the option of doing, right? And so here we go, modern sisters. We have to study biblical marriage before we even consider getting married. Because if that comes out of your mouth, no wonder you're going to stay single. And you're no wonder you're going to feel so disappointed in life, so disappointed in your relationship because a lot of men, I would say, I can't even give you a percentage because not all men are polygynous. And polygynous means a men that marry or desire to marry more than one wife is a polygynous oriented man, right? But not all men have that in them because they have, like Yah said, talents. Remember when Yeshua was saying about the different talents, and some got one, and some got four, and some got five? Well, a man is like that too. Husbands, they're not all the same. Some of them have the capacity to have more wives, like David did, even Solomon did, Abraham did. Moses, right? And the number of wives that they can take care of and sheep, like sheep they can cover, depends on the talent and the ability and the desire and the mission that Yah has put on that man's heart. It has nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing to do with you. However, you need to know that that is very much a very realistic option, and many men have the capacity. And if they are righteous men, this is a different thing for sisters. It's very rare to find good righteous men these days. But if you have a righteous man, you have to know that he might use that opportunity one day, the biblical um, legal opportunity has to take on more wives as his life improves, as circumstances change. So you might meet him when he was poor and down and he couldn't afford one. He might have had that deep down desire inside of him, though, to still take it on in the future. Because as his mission grows, the provisions are provided. And we are one of the provisions. We are one of the people that Yah puts in a man's life, the person, the helper to help him expand and grow and build, right? That's our calling as helpmates to Adam. And as he builds and expands and his capacity and his field grows, he's going to say, yeah, I can take care of more sheep. I can take care of more women. I can take in more wives and I can be a good shepherd to them. Now, it is not your place as a wife to be jealous, and it's not your place, like the sheep, to say, my ultimatum, you have no rights. But if you think you do, it's because you've been indoctrinated through all the years of oh society and movies and Disney and church, all the false cultural uh, indoctrinations that we've been having since we were little, that monogamy only is the only form of marriage. And the only way that we have this is because it feeds into our selfish nature as women as well. Because when I hear that, I get really entitled and I get this kind of attitude that the sister had. So we're going to listen to her one more time before I end. And I just want to encourage you, stop planning to leave your shepherd before you even got a shepherd. Stop planning to divorce before you even get married. Stop it. Be careful with your mouth if you're a single sister. And don't do what she's just going to tell you one more time to do. Let me see if I can just play that one more time because I kind of like the way that she emphasizes it. She's a nice looking lady. Let's go. One more time.
One thing I will never do as a Christian woman
Mm-hmm.
is pray for my cheating husband to stop his infidelity and come back to being the husband I once knew. If the husband I once knew or the husband I thought I knew has disappeared, then I will divorce the husband I know now. I don't have that suffering mentality that Christian women have to save my marriage, to keep my home. No, 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 no. In fact, I would destroy everything. You'll be hearing from my lawyers. It's not in my place to wait for
Mm.
you to finish disgracing me, then accept you back to show you my love and my strength. Oh, dear future husband, if you try me, you will hear from my lawyers. I will never.
She's like, "So you'll hear from my lawyers." She's like, this is a hypothetical story. Future husband. Oh my gosh, you'll hear from my lawyers. Stay away from the state, brother. Stay away from the state. There's no state certificate. There's no lawyers to go to, because that's also not required for biblical marriage. He doesn't need to even get a state certificate called a marriage certificate. So far less you can't have them divorce you like that. A lot of you need to get that through your mind as well, right? But see the attitude, see the hurt. I think she was hurt before. Like, who hurt you? I'd like to say that to men, but just who hurt you? You were hurt before, and you're going to continue getting hurt with that mentality and with that doctrine. And that doctrine is a dangerous, dangerous doctrine that is really damaging the psyche and traumatizing sisters before they even enter into marriage because they're planning already to leave. Because we know down, 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 down deep in our soul that men have the capacity to have more than one wife. We know that. We just don't want to accept it. Here we go.
Struggle in prayer just to get you back to me.
Mm.
And I think many other Christian women too should have this mentality. If a man cheats on me, you cheat on me, your wife, and you think I'll go on my knees saying, God, please restore my home. I'm taking the kids and I'm getting the heck out of your house. Since you
Mm.
have decided to go out first, I'll follow you, don't worry.
Well, I like the last part. She should really follow her husband. Like, just follow him. Mhm. We'll leave it at that. Okay. Thanks for hanging out with me. Call for wisdom. Leave a comment if you like. If you don't agree with me, leave a comment too. That's fine. My sisters, we're all about discussing biblical Torah and the Bible and the way that the y'all things see things are totally different than the way the world sees things. But let's keep it up. Let's keep on. If you have any more TikToks that you want me to review, send it to me in an email. Let me know. Blessings and have a wonderful day.